Big shocker. Mike was late tonight. He just tried to kick me off. He didn't want me speaking the truth. He was messing around. He's buying a new shirt at Saks Fifth Avenue for Mother's Day. That's what he was really doing.
You're such an idiot. I wanted to see what would happen if I wasn't here, how you'd start the show, and that's how you started. They just put it all on me.
I was going to go live without you, but...
Hold on a minute.
He doesn't like me on that side.
I hate when you're on that side. Can't look at you over there. It makes me sick. What's happening, buddy? Happy Mother's Day.
Yes, same to you.
Holy shit. Yeah. Very busy day today for Mother's Day. We all should give a shout out to our mothers today, who without them, we wouldn't be here. So, what the hell is that in the background?
That's George moving around.
Oh, you allowed him in there?
I had to. I'm dog sitting. It's like a jungle here right now. So I got to separate them or else it's chaos.
So I apologize. I was a little late. Dinner went a little late tonight for Mother's Day. I couldn't exactly just leave. It would be very rude of me to do that to my mother. So I wanted to stay until dessert was done and everyone was leaving. I completely forgot when I scheduled it. Well, I didn't really schedule this. We're trying to stay on par with the every 2 weeks kind of deal. So this has just happened to be when the show landed. If I would have known it was Mother's Day, honestly, I probably would have pushed it till next week. But here we are. We're live. Sunday night shit show. Two guys who have no clue what the fuck they're doing, but we do these lives every Sunday to hang out with you guys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we write things down and we do the math.
I definitely didn't write anything down for this weekend. I didn't even get a show intro done.
Oh my God. What have you done?
I had a horrible weekend. Not horrible. I don't want to say that because that it sounds a lot worse than it was. But well, let's go back in time. We need do you remember Wayne's World? Do you ever watch or see that movie when they go, let's go back in time, and they're like, doodle, doodle, doodle. Anyway, back in time. Last weekend was what's happening, John? Last weekend was the first backside at TMP. It's all about the science. Big Stank knows. Was the first backside, or was going to be the first backside race at TMP. So we went out there in the pouring rain to sit around and wait for more rain. And yeah, sadly, the forecast actually didn't look that bad. It was supposed to be clearing up by 2 or 3 o'clock, and then they were going to dry the track. But by 2 o'clock, the rain just kept rolling in. You could see on the weather app that things were definitely not going to dry up. So we had Mike Batista and John on last show. So felt bad for those guys. I know they put a lot of effort into that race. But on a good note, it is rescheduled for June 21st. I think he messaged me yesterday and told me that. So they have rescheduled for June 21st. They did try their best. Obviously, I mean, they had guys from New York there that they put up in hotels and shit like that. So friggin' weather, man. The weather
gets you every time.
Yeah. The weather gets you every time when it comes to racing. There's not much you can do about it. I remember, wasn't it you I had a talk with about building a drag strip that would be completely covered? Kind of like Yellow Belly, but with a roof?
No, that was one of your other investors.
Oh, yeah. So dumb. I was thinking about that. That would actually be very smart for these kind of situations when it's raining. But I mean, the logistics probably behind it were probably not great, especially if cars fly off the track and take out the whole roof. But it would be kind of cool if you had like an indoor-outdoor drag strip. So anyone with money who's interested in building something like that, I'd come and race there, just so you know. I think it's a brilliant plan. Anyway, so yeah, last weekend was kind of a bust. No racing. Ended up driving back home. Kind of shitty. But kind of not, because we went out testing this weekend. And went to St. Thomas. When did I go to St. Thomas? Saturday morning, yesterday. I don't know. I've been up for so many hours now. I feel all stupid. Went to St. Thomas yesterday. Drove for about two hours one way. Got there, unloaded the truck, got everything ready by myself because I was there solo. Makes me appreciate you, Terry, when I'm there at the track by myself, and all the guys who helped me, Brad, Jeremy, all these guys, because doing it solo sucks. It's a lot.
Little shit. Yeah.
How much stuff I not take for granted, but it really is. Like, racing is not a one-man operation. You can do it by yourself, but it's not a one-man operation. There's just so many factors going on. Like, I couldn't imagine being in a race situation by myself.
No,
because even
down to crunch time,
even going up to the staging lanes, I pulled up to the staging lanes, and then I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get out. I asked the guy, like the guy who's organizing who's going when in the staging lanes. I'm like, when are we up? He's like, you're up next. I'm like, oh shit. Out of the truck, get the bag of ice, the cooler we have, put the bag of ice in the thing, start checking all the tire pressures. And I'm like, fuck, I got to get belted in. Like, the car in front of me is already rolling, moving up, ready to go in the, I'm holding up everything. And I'm like, this is brutal. Like, it sucks. Yeah. But you got to do what you got to do, right? So we went out. I saw Trevor and the boys there. I saw Trevor and Ron there. So I got to see Trevor's new whip. I'll get to that in a couple of minutes. So yeah, finally get staged. It is front side testing at St. Thomas because next weekend's the backside event. So you can't test on the backside.
Your favorite.
Yeah, I love front side. I'm a big fan. Go do a burnout. Line up, put a low boost pass into the truck because I wanted to see what because the DA is quite different here from Florida, actually. I had to add 10% fuel to the whole fuel curve or whole fuel map to get it back in check. So I added the 10%, made the pass. As soon as I let go of the gas pedal, it sounded like I smashed the gears out of it again. And I'm like, this can't be. It's impossible. Like, I literally put in a brand new set.
It's my favorite thing.
A brand new set of gears. Well, I put in a fresh set of gears, but changed them. How do I explain this? At Immokalee, we put in that set of gears when we broke it. We made the 4 passes at Immokalee. I came back home. It was the wrong gear set we put in there because we put whatever we had available at that time. So when I got home, I changed the gear sets back to what I wanted in there. So everything was fresh. I put new bearings. I thought I measured everything and everything correctly. I mean, it seemed to be good, but it wasn't. Something let go. So, yeah, front sides and index racing. So we made 1 pass, drove 2 hours to St. Thomas to load it right back in the box, and now drive 3.5 hours home because there's traffic going home on the 401. Anyone who's local here knows the 401's always a fucking nightmare. It's like 75 at 5 o'clock down there in Florida. Like, it's just, you hit spots where everyone's like dead stop for no reason. It doesn't even make sense. So 3.5 hours back home. So we've driven 5.5 hours to make a single pass. Got back home, put the fucking thing on the hoist, pissed off as always, to see what the hell happened with everything. And this is what I found. So it had crunched the front pinion bearing. Now, how it crunched the front pinion bearing, I wasn't 100% sure at first, but under further science and research and trying to figure this thing out, like, I was literally up till 3 a.m. last night trying to figure out.
Crying.
Yeah, crying, semi-crying. having a couple drinks, then getting back to work.
Ugly crying.
Yeah. In the shower, fetal position, that kind of crying.
Lights
and
off.
I'm back out
dark.
into the shop to see what's going on. And I've determined, or what I figured out after all of this, are two things. One, the bearings and the race have to go together in the same set. So when I had swapped the gears in my mind, I left the races that were in there from the fresh gear set, because I was like, why am I going to punch out brand new races in the gear set, like in the actual housing? I'm like, they're brand new, like they were spotless.
Right.
So I put new bearings though on the new set of gears. So what I've determined and what I figured out after a lot of the due diligence and scientific analysis, yes, and physics, is you have to use the same race. The angle of the races is slightly different between manufacturers. I didn't honestly know this, so it's my fuck up, but it was real disappointing because when I looked at the actual race, so you got to imagine this is what I got at the shop. I got hundreds of these fucking things, okay, kicking around.
Because you don't know what they go to.
Well, you never know. Like this 8.8 has been eating shit all the time. So I've bought like 4 or 5 different rebuild kits from different manufacturers whenever they were available. In the event that something broke, I'm like, I got all the parts to fix it. It should
throw it in there.
We can fix it at the track.
Brandon?
So at some point, I dumped these in a box, so the races and the bearings themselves got separated. But to me, when you look at these things, it's like, oh, they're all the same. You know what I mean? Like this one fits in this one. It's all good.
Sure.
Well, it's not all good.
Not all good.
If you put a Timken, I think they are, bearing in a Kiko or Keo fucking sleeve, it's close, but it's not right.
No bueno.
No, definitely no bueno. So I have no one to blame but myself. I did a good number on this was the pinion gear, and you can see where the bearing was. Like I literally had to rip I don't even think I downloaded the picture of, oh, I did. This was how the bearing looked after trying to rip it off with a 12-ton press. It had basically welded itself to the gear to the point that I was like, okay, well, I'm going to just have to cut this thing off. So as scientists, I'd like to share the information that I've learned today to the rest of you guys. If you get a bearing set, which you probably already know, I'm probably telling everyone this, and they're like, yeah, we already knew that, you dumbass. Make sure you keep the bearing and the race together as one.
We're writing a book.
Zip tie them together, just keep them together, and when you change the gears out, just change out the new races. Now, mind you, now I've separated them all, so I'm only going to use the Keo, whatever the hell they are, bearing, so I don't have to change the races. And I checked, like, this is what took me so long last night, is I literally went through all the races, all the bearings, made sure they were all perfect with each other, separated them all, so now I know everything is good. And then I went out and bought all these tools to check depths, and I felt like, I almost had to bust out the lab coat for what was going on.
I thought you had it on the whole time.
Like, look at how professional this looks. Look, I got
what? You don't have a clue what you're doing there.
I got gauges. I'm checking depths.
What the hell?
The old Mike, pre-science, would have just thrown all those gears back together and said, let's call it a day, and it's good. But this time I said, I got to stop. I got to stop. I'm much better on customer cars than I am on my own. When it comes to my own, I just throw it together because I don't want to waste time with it. I don't want to be like, okay, well, we need to check the pinion depth. We need to check. I don't care. Just in and out, get it in, get it out, so I can bring another car and start making money again. So last night I said, I'm going to do this 100%. No more screwing around. I'm going to check all the shit, all the depth. The gears were Ford Racing. It was nothing wrong. Charles, it was nothing wrong with the gears. It was 100% wrong with the operator.
He tried to tell you. what gears to use. He doesn't have any gear issues.
I understand that. It wasn't a gear issue. It was an installer's issue. And I take 100% accountability. But these are the kind of things that teach you after. So now I know. Like, pretend you are. Yeah, I should. The problem is I don't pay myself as the customer. So I have a lot of bills to pay. So we need to get work going through the shop. Working on my own truck is the last thing I need to do. So anyway, that was the lesson we learned this weekend. So now we have 0 testing once again for next weekend with another fresh gear set put in there. But the gear set I know this time is 100%. Oh no, it's 100%.
Don't say.
I've got
89, 92.
Everything dialed. No, it's dialed.
I'm going to have to double check your math.
I will send you all the math on everything was done, but it's going to confuse you because it's all done in millimeters.
Yeah, that kilometer. No, I'm not doing that. Liters.
I was talking to Mike today, Mike Buis, Southern Chassis Works. He was helping me with this stuff because I was just asking him questions, and I'm like, hey, what's up, Jason? I'm like, hey, so this one is 0.22 millimeters. And he's like, what?
The hell?
I go, okay, this one's 0.35 millimeters. So if we put the two of them together, we've got this number. So do you think I can get away with using a 0.46 millimeter shim? And he's like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, my caliper's in millimeters. I don't know. Like, is that
you
not...
lost me.
So yeah, I guess you guys don't have calipers in millimeters?
No, we like to change it up. Be different than the rest of the world.
I know. I was like, yeah, that kind of threw me off because I've always had calipers here and everything's in millimeters.
No, not up in here.
That's actually a very good saying right there. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. It's true. I agree now. Okay. 2 weeks ago, I would have told you, just throw this shit together. It's fine. It's not worth throwing the shit together. I'll put it that way. So sacrificed my sleep and just stayed up last night all night to get this done properly. Yeah, see? 0.004 of an inch. We use millimeters. Oh, 100, definitely. What's up, Josh? So, yeah, did you see Tommy's truck? I actually messaged Tommy because I felt bad for him because they're going through the same struggles that I've been going through with those rear mount turbos. So, I tried to...
you should sell him the book we're making. It's got all the tips, tricks, secrets.
Oh, yeah.
We've done
That's
all
what I told him. I said, listen, dude, I have tried every combination. There's nothing at this point that you can tell me and be like, hey, man, have you tried pulling timing, adding RPM, dumping fuel, adding fuel, fucking waving a magic wand? No, we've done it. We've done basically all of it.
All that.
So there he is. Thanks again, Mike, for your assistance.
Millimeters.
It's a lot of moral support. I didn't call Terry because Terry don't know shit about shit. So
I'd have told you to piss off.
Exactly. What's up, David?
Don't try to Canada my USA.
Speaking of that, and I don't want to spend a lot at sea. Trevor, you run your 4 today?
At least.
He's shooting for 4s. Like
He
I said,
probably-
his car looks really nice in person.
340s? 340s?
Maybe. I finally got to look at Trevor's car because I saw him the weekend before at TMP, but it was raining, so I didn't really go over there and look at the car. Once he had it under the canopy, I was hiding in my trailer because I didn't want to go outside.
Get your hair wet or something?
Yeah, I didn't want to I melted in the rain. So
makeup runs.
Made of salt. So, yeah, no, the car looks really good. It's very low to the ground. I was surprised at that. I said I hope it never does any wheelies because it is very low to the ground. But he did a nice job. It looks good. The back looks good. He showed me all the back work like they did. And it goes good too. He was making some good passes at St. Thomas. I think that car will be a contender for sure. I mean, it's super light, so good. Just like Buis's car. I mean, It makes a big difference.
Pro mod.
Shit floats in water. Thanks, Freddie.
His eye makeup would run though.
Yeah. So where were we? What were we talking about? Like I keep getting off track by comments.
Yeah, you stop clicking on things.
I can't. Okay, you.
I have been.
There you go. See, you measure main and rod bearings in millimeters, so they are useful. Oh, there we go. Terry Wilson. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, you could probably change it to inches, but you know what? Who cares? Whatever the numbers are, or what the numbers are. So. If you're looking for something between a 0.22 millimeter and a 0.27 millimeter, if you switch it to inches, it's going to be similar. Okay, maybe it'll be you're in between a 0.007 inch to a 0.009 inch. Shit's close enough. I need a number between the two. But I'll tell you one thing. I see why people hate doing gear sets, because when you do it actually properly, it takes fucking forever. You got to put the thing in, take it back out, add a shim, like the pinion, put it back in, check the fucking whatever the hell they call that.
Yep.
With a inch fucking torque wrench. Oh, no, not enough. Take it out again, put another shim. Oh, that shim's too much. Now it's too tight. Take that out, find a smaller shim between the two. Try that. Oh, we're close, but now we need to take out the first shim because I don't have any shims that'll work.
I'm not doing this with you.
It's a lot. Like I said, I was up super late working on it because I was like, I got to get this perfect this time with the right backlash and the right everything. But I think once you finally get all these shims right, but I say this, but it was wrong. Everyone's like, if you have the same gear set, you can just throw that gear set in with the same shims and everything. But it's not true, because I had the same gear set and the shims now are completely different.
Built a little
and it was right before. I know it was right because it was all done the same way with, measuring all the depths and everything else. So you're literally fucked any which way. Like, you get a gear set, you got to go through it all every time. So yeah, I can see why people hate doing it. I hate doing it already. And then
let's just hope we don't ever have to do it again,
Terry and I are writing a scientific journal, we call it, of everything.
It'll be listed on the website coming soon.
That's what I was talking about, Tommy. So I reached out to Tommy and I said, listen, man, I'm happy to share, because they've been, from his last video, I watched it while I was doing my gears. They've been struggling a little with the rear mounts too, because it's kind of a fucked up. I was talking to Mike about this earlier, and I'm sure some people listen. I'm sure some people have figured out some shit. Maybe with methanol, it's easier. Hey, maybe with the 85, they figured something out that I haven't. But for some reason, the truck does not like to build boost between like 4 and 8 pounds. If you try, and I've tried all weekend, I was trying to command it to do 6 PSI and leave on the RPM I wanted it to leave on, and it won't. It refuses to do it. And we tried pulling timing. We tried a 3-step. We tried a 3-step with pulling timing. We tried adding fuel, taking away fuel, messing around with timing stuff. It just won't do it. So after talking to a few other people, they're like, it's the camshaft profile. The overlap is too much, so it releases the boost. So you can't make it won't do it. Like, and that's the problem we had. I know we've struggled a few times all winter, actually, when I was talking about this with you. You'd command, like, you'd have a 3-step going, and you'd command, you want to leave, let's say, at 3,800. Well, the problem was, if you wanted to leave at 3,800 and 6.5 pounds of boost, or 7 pounds of boost, the thing would hit 7, come down to 3,800, and then shoot right back up to 4,600 or 4,800 because it couldn't hold that 6 pounds. So it puts you in this place where, like, the 2-step keeps jumping back and forth into the 3-step or 2-step, however you want to call it. And then you let go of the button and you don't know if you're leaving at 3,800 or 4,700. And I mean, that's a drastic difference when you're trying to leave a starting line. So then I've tried fucking everything. I think I was up to like 32 this weekend on the 2-step, trying to figure out, like, just trying everything. Like, I talked to Dylan for a bit. He gave me some advice. We tried that. It's just the truck between it'll make 4 pounds of boost just without anything. Like, if you just command however much RPM and have no other tables working and just sit there on the chip, like, it'll slowly get up to 3.6 basically, but it leaves like a fucking turd. Like, so okay, so then you're like, okay, well, we'll put the 2-step on it and we'll rev it up to get the exhaust flow going to those back turbos. I think it's just the combination of everything I got going on. I just have to realize that kind of boost level is not going to happen. So we're looking now at some other things, rehooking up that bottle and maybe doing something in the 60-foot with the nitrous, because I'm over this craziness I got going on all the time, hoping that my starting line RPM will be what I want. And it's like throwing a dart in the air. You have no idea what you're going to leave on. Are you running a 300-inch, 300 exhaust, 1-inch lift cam? No. I'm finally going to try another converter.
That's what we need. Just go faster.
We need Charles to go faster at a Mockley. That's what we need.
Just go 0 turbo, 0 nitrous, and we'll be happy. Okay? Thank you.
Charles must have heard some news that I haven't heard, because if I were him, I'd start concentrating on maybe other tracks, because all this effort to be the fastest at a Mockley may not pan out in the end. Maybe it will.
He knows something you don't know.
Maybe he must know something I don't know. I hope that works out for you, Charles. I know Charles works hard on his program too, but I could give a flying fuck about going fast at a Mockley. I am over that.
You're so mad.
I'm just over it. I hate that.
You're so mad.
I'm going to go there to have fun and screw around and whatever, but chasing times at a Mockley, I'm so over with. That place has tore up so much shit in my truck that I'm just fucking done with it.
Yeah, right. You can't by October, November, you're going to be itching to get there.
I'm going to help Mike.
Your ass.
I am.
You couldn't stay.
I want to help Mike be. Mike will have the car that contends at a Mockley. Nobody even asked me about racing there with my truck, because Orlando, no problem. I'll race whoever wants to race at Orlando, but a Mockley ain't happening.
We'll see.
It's pointless. It's pointless. I chased my tail all winter this year for no reason, because all it did is put me further behind on everything I normally race on. So what's the point, realistically? No, it's not the track's fault. I'm not saying it's the track's fault at all. The track is really good. That's the problem. It's nothing wrong with the track. It's my truck is not set up like it's not set up for any of this shit. Even at St. Thomas, I was like, why am I here again? I'm right back on the front side stuff, and my truck's just not. I need to focus. I'm almost 99% sure I have one of those ailments, ADHD. I can't focus on anything. One week I'm like, okay, let's do backside stuff, and then the next week I'm like, okay, we're going to New York to race frontside. Yeah, that's what I mean. Mexico. Now we're talking. Is that the Gator? Whoa.
I mean,
if Gator has their own,
if Gator's got a Gator account,
Gator has a Gator account, you guys better
log off. Just log off.
You're about to get.
We're in trouble.
Roasted. I must be you found Angry Orchard up there. I'm still running off of the supply I brought back. I smuggled back.
We'll call that paraphernalia.
There's no Angry Orchard up here. I can't find it. We have there's another one we got. Summer's bees.
Yeah, that's what you got. That's what we drank when we were up there.
I don't even know how to read. That's how I was. Just slam the shit back in there. You don't need to read that. I am working on getting a 9-inch. I talked to Dylan about it already. But the problem with the 9-inch is if I'm doing a 9-inch, there's other upgrades we're doing at the same time. So it's not as simple as just getting a 9-inch. Mike, look into getting, what does this say? Mike, look into getting a set of setup bearings for whatever rear you are working on. Well, now we're using all the same bearings. So everything, I have the same gear sets, the same bearings, the same shims. I got everything now put together as the same. So I'm going to make a couple of replacement. But the problem is you can't do it like that. Like I said, even though they're the same gears, like you can get Ford Racing 373 gears or Ford Racing 355 gears. And you put because I don't have a crush sleeve, so I put the crush sleeve eliminator. And you got to do all the shims on that so that it's right. So you have the right fucking torque on or pinion preload. But from one gear set to the other, it was different. So no matter what, I think you're screwed. You just have to set them up. I mean, you could probably get away with it pretty close at the track if you had to just do another couple rounds. So I'm still going to load preloaded gear sets in case I do have to swap them. But I'm hoping that we're not going to have to do that. Eventually, we'll just get a 9-inch and hopefully never touch a rear end again. The truck is telling you, yeah, the truck might be telling me that, but my wallet, my wallet is telling me to retire from racing and buy a boat, like a little boat. I'm not talking like a big boat, like a fucking John boat with a little trolling.
Like one of those Cletus speedboats, yeah.
Yeah, one of those one-seater Cletus speedboats.
Just jump everything. Yeah.
Oh man. Mike, God, is awful. It velocity and volume to the turbos? I don't know because see how I'm like a scattered rat. I'm all over the place. Now we're talking back to the spooling.
It's fine.
I don't think it's a velocity or volume thing. I think it's the actual cam the overlap is releasing boost at that level because the truck can make anything over 8 pounds, no problem, and hold it. So if I want to leave on 8 pounds or 10 pounds, I can make 8 or 10 pounds and the truck will maintain that. It just won't maintain between 4 to 7. That little area, which is sadly like exactly where you want to be most of the time on most no prep stuff. Like a lot of guys leave at 5 or 6 pounds of boost, or I don't know if I get an airboat. I don't think I'd use an airboat enough. What's up, John? John's race next weekend. Here's the man. We will be there now that we've got another set of gears in there.
I didn't see your name on the lock-in list.
No, you locked in for me.
That's horseshit.
I don't know. Your name
was I will if I need to, but I didn't see your name on there. Tell him, John.
I saw your name on there. Are you coming to race?
I did see a Terry with a money sign next. I did see a Terry with a money sign. That guy's probably awesome. Whoever he is.
That guy's probably rich because he was in Outlaw too.
Yeah. He's got a money symbol next to his name.
He was the only guy in Outlaw.
Well,
Outlaw is fucking, that class has died. That class has died everywhere. But you know what sucks? Run What You Brung was, well, actually, this winter Run What You Brung was okay. It depended on the event, I guess. Run What You Brung to me was just like anyone who wants to pay for a free pass. Not a free pass because it's not free. But anyone who wants like a test pass, I'd say. Or like a backup to small tire. That's what Run What You Brung was good for. What did I miss here, Terry? There's a ton of comments. It's hard to even keep up with everyone. It's not the truck's fault. That's true. John, I don't know if I'm even going to War in the Woods, to be honest, this year. I'm really trying to get a lot of, like, I am extremely busy here right now, and I am trying to get a lot of work and try to bank some money this year. The racing is good and stuff, but I need to pick and choose where I'm racing. It's got to be a little bit. War in the Woods is an expensive trip. It's a lot of travel. I'm trying to minimize the travel this year a little bit because everything is so expensive. Even fuel here is crazy expensive. Yeah, Cody's down 2 cars. I have his Jeep at the shop here, which is actually good news because it's not as bad as we thought it was. So it should be cheaper to fix and back up and running. Not tomorrow.
Think come get it tomorrow?
No, definitely. I got another Jeep I'm pulling the motor out of tomorrow. His parts should be arriving Tuesday, I believe.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to work on it at night after.
Wednesday.
I have so much shit here.
You can pick it up Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you can pick up the shell Wednesday. He can pick that up whenever he wants. No, it was good news because most of his motor was okay. So I was happy about that for him because I don't want to see anyone have to fucking, you know, the better the news or the least amount of shit you have to repair, the better. When am I? That is a question I don't have the answer to. As of my knowledge, personal knowledge, I think at the end of this year, December. But it was the same thing I said last year, so now I feel kind of like a dumbass. Because last year we were like, okay, North versus South is the final race at Immokalee, and then all of a sudden they got a 1-year extension. So then I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. I mean, it's great. I think it's awesome. I hope they can stay open forever. You know, it's an awesome track. I don't know when they're closing. I have no idea. You'd have to reach out to the track to get that kind of information.
There were so many good things about that guy's profile pic. I didn't know where to start.
I want to try a looser converter. Didn't he say he's trying a converter for the go faster at Immokalee? That would be a tighter.
He's probably got 4 or 5 converters, just like you.
I don't think so.
That he can swap in and out. A system like where the transmission just slides back, swap the converter, just slides right back on. You know, those fancy systems on the pins.
I mean, if Charles, I have that one that's brand new that got shipped back to Mike's house. That would actually be a good converter for Immokalee. Charles, if you need a bolt together converter, I got a really good one that's brand new at Mike's house right now that got shipped back. Neil Chan sent me a brand new one. That one's good for Immokalee. That'll be a good frontside converter for sure. It's not loose though. It wouldn't be good for Orlando. I know that much. Chris loves the Mustangs. Every Facebook post and everything's like, you should buy a Fox body.
I think he knows how much you like them.
I can't. I can't do that.
If you want to go fast, I mean, you will.
Well, whenever you come to New York, like I said, let me know. Put some. Oh, Angry Orchards? For sure, I'll let you know. I was supposed to go to the Scramble this weekend. Thank God I didn't, because that would have been very disappointing. Drive all the way to New York, make one pass, and fucking lunchbox the pinion bearing. It would have really pissed me off. So let's make some passes with the truck first, make sure everything's working. And then once I'm confident that I'm pretty confident now, like the gears, like if they break now, there's something definitely twisted in the whole rear end, because I went over them like extremely fine-tooth comb. I'll put it that way. Like they're perfect as per spec. 9-inch with Nicky Bobby 4-link. Yeah, we're looking into something similar to that. The streets don't need a 9-inch. No, that's true. Whenever I do backside racing, I mean, we've never had gear set problems until we went to the front side. Once we started going to Immokalee and like the New York front sides and any of the real sticky shit, that's when that 8.8 starts acting up. Which, I mean, is understandable. Truck makes a lot of power and it's heavy as shit. Speaking of heavy, how many people do you think actually know how heavy that truck is?
Your truck?
Yeah, would think they know.
Probably
how
most of
heavy
the
it is.
world because you post it everywhere.
No, I've never posted what it weighs.
Just to me?
I
Nobody,
sent it to
because
you.
even when you send them to me, you scratch out all the numbers.
Part of it is spoiling. Sorry.
Pulling.
Part of it is spooling. Is time.
Stop saying spoiling. Just say pulling. Make your brain know that that's probably what it's supposed to say.
Part of it is pulling timing and fueling.
There you go. You get there.
Yeah, I've done all that. We've done
Well,
fucking every combination of doing that.
write that in the book.
It's in the book. Trust me.
Okay.
Charles, we've pulled timing, added timing, fucking multiplied timing, deleted timing. We've
How many kilograms?
added fuel up to 20%, pulled 30%. We've done every last. It would shock me now at this point if someone came out with an idea that I haven't tried. If they're like, hey, you should try this. And I'd be like, what? I would almost put money on I've tried whatever they have to tell me. Other than switch to methanol, which I haven't tried. Have you had a spooling problem with nitros assisted? I have no problem with it getting to the chip. The problem is it won't maintain the boost. So we did use nitrous when the converter was too tight, but then I put the dump valves and that solved that problem. So now it gets on the chip, no problem. Oh. We have a question, Terry, for you from the
Please don't
chat.
click on any of those. Please don't click on any of those.
Terry, how's the dingo? How's the dingo car sales going?
It's amusing.
This is the greatest thing ever, by the way, that
It's
Gator now has her own.
It's amusing. I could have a boat. I could have another S10. I could have a chassis Camaro roller. I could have a console. Nice boat, big boat. Cody could buy the dingo. Dylan offered to buy the dingo, but he wanted to overpay, and I told him no.
Well, yeah, it is a very nice truck.
I'm just asking what I'm asking. Yeah, a lot of offers, HJs, all that kind of stuff, but no
There's
cash.
A lot of people asking.
Yeah, like I said, don't click on all those. Let's just move right on past that.
It's going to be like the band Kiss farewell tour. Maybe that was from something else. Older comment? I'm confused. See Victor's pass. Oh, I saw Victor's pass. I mean, it looks good. What do you think, Terry?
It looks great.
It looks like it's working, at least.
It went down the track.
It didn't blow up, so
it went down the track.
That's good. It did go down the track. I don't
More
know how
than
fast
yours
it was.
No, more than mine did this weekend.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, it looked good. I'm happy it went down the track for him. I don't know how fast it is. Did he show any times or anything? Probably 7s, something. Maybe 6s. 6.
I don't know.
I don't know if on a stock Hellcat, how much does 600 horsepower, like an S10 with 600 horsepower, how fast does it go? Probably fast?
Pretty fast, yeah.
But it's going through a 400, so maybe it's even less than that.
I don't know.
Be interesting to see. Maybe he'll release some time slips. Victor must pay a lot for advertising or something because I always get his reels across my feed all the time. And I'm like, it's interesting. Or maybe they're just that popular. It's funny when you see the stuff he posts like in the Mopar groups and stuff. you'll get like the purists who are like, that's not a Hellcat, that's fucking gay, this and that. And then you'll get the other guys who are like, oh man, that's awesome. And it goes same thing with S10s. They're like, how can you throw a Mopar engine in a Chevy? That's crazy. It's like, let the guy do what he wants. I saw you had to put a thermostat or something in it.
Yeah. Pretty standard.
Yeah, that's common with Hellcat shit. That doesn't surprise me. Probably needed to bleed the system as well a little better because they're a bitch to bleed. But that Wang cursed it. No, the truck was cursed before the Wang. The truck's been cursed for a long time. It's just, I think we've we've put too much motor in that truck for what it was built for. I was talking to somebody about this the other day. I'm like, when I bought that truck, it had basically that 6-liter that's in the Dingo now, but it was like I think it had a stock crank in it, rod and piston motor. The guy ran like 20 pounds of boost through it. It made 900 horsepower or something. And yeah, worked great as it sat. And then this asshole came along and just molested
4,000 horsepower, all billet aluminum, and now he's just trying to force it down the racetrack.
Yeah, I think I've just put too much shit on that truck. I think the Power Glide needs to go next. It really does need a 400. It needs a 400 and a 9-inch.
Stock axles and put an 8.8 in it right from the junkyard. I was there.
In what?
What
junkyard? Your truck?
No, yours.
Well, my truck has a 8.8 from a Ford Explorer, 100%. I know that. Oh, we're getting the estimates now on weight.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if
they were 2,400 kilograms. That I don't know.
I don't know. 7,000
3,200. No, more than that. 3,400. Getting closer.
Fat shit.
Try harder. That was last year's thing. Remember, everyone's like, "Hey,
yeah,
if Casey Max is waxing your ass running 420s, you got to get back in the shop and try harder." And now people have finally realized, they're like, it doesn't matter how hard you try. There are some cars that you will never come close to, and that's just that.
That's where Mike gets his sensors and his gaskets.
Timu.
Yeah.
The trade of 2 used tacos. What? What is Pollard talking about?
I think he wants to buy the Dingo. That's an offer. That's basically
the trade for 2 used tacos in half a 12-pack. Some open.
That's right there in the middle of my offers.
Yeah, that's probably like
right in the middle.
That's a marketplace offer for sure.
Yeah.
Anyone offer any? Anybody offer any smoke for the Dingo? A couple bags.
After tonight, I'll be my inbox will be full.
We don't ride in the ditch. We're respectable. I don't know I'm trying to fix the lighting on this thing, but it doesn't work.
You're in a fucking Canadian cave up there.
But look how good the internet is.
That's because I called Elon.
Yeah.
I sent him a text and I said, "Hey, we got to get this under control."
Mike, are we? Oh, it's not going to rain again this weekend, is it? I hope not.
How dare you, Jim?
It better not be raining this weekend. I have literally, you know what though? It's definitely cheaper. Coming back to Canada has been a lot cheaper because I don't race. It just constantly rains. Oh shit, it is too. That sucks. Friday, 6. Oh no. Nah, Saturday will be fine. Friday there's rain scheduled, but Saturday it says less than 1 millimeter, Terry.
I'm sorry?
Less than 1 millimeter.
You measuring from under the balls or where do you start?
Hey, it sounds huge when you're measuring in millimeters.
Yeah, I'm confused. I don't get it.
I don't know what's wrong with racing. I can answer that question for you.
Don't do it. If you take us into that ditch,
Are you ready for Pandora's box here? Because it's a very simple concept. I know exactly why.
You started it, you guys. He's gonna fucking start ranting.
The car counts in small tire are going to remain small and probably get smaller because now you have all these guys who are doing index racing in little gangsters. You have people who just can't compete anymore. It's we said this years ago. Nobody wanted to change any rules. Everybody wants to be a gangster. Well,
So
guess
we'll make
what?
all new classes.
A lot of people can't afford to be gangsters. A lot of people who don't own shops or like this has been an ongoing thing, and this is exactly what's going to happen. And it was predicted how many years ago now where have we been talking about this?
2.
It's like forever. Small tire 5 years ago was cool because there wasn't a lot of money in it. It was for guys like ourselves who couldn't compete in radial racing. So we went to no prep and the surfaces would dictate, and guys were inventing shit to make their cars better. They started, figuring stuff out in their garages and stuff on their own. But now those days are done. Now you can go online and you can order full no prep suspension for any vehicle. You can hire a tuner that knows exactly how to make your car go to A to B. And you can basically everyone's now building chassis cars for no prep racing. I mean, you see more and more every single week on Facebook. I see more and more guys building chassis cars. Super light because that's what you're going to need to compete. Front and back side. It started with the front side, but now it's also moving into the back side. So it is what it is. Small tire car counts are going to go down because why would anyone want to fucking donate? Realistically. And you can work harder. I work very hard at this stuff, and I still race in small tire, but my expectation level of actually winning in that class has gone down a lot because it's hard to compete against money.
And it's mostly when it's convenient. We'll get into a small tire class. We're definitely not traveling to these big races for small tire.
No, I'm not going to Warren the Woods with the intention of being competitive in small tire. Like that's a completely unrealistic fucking mentality. And I can work as hard as I fucking want. I could go in the shop all night and work and work and work. It ain't going to change shit.
Unless you build a Jason Cantu S10.
Which requires money. That's what I'm saying. You can work as hard as you want on what I have. I do work very hard on exactly what I have. But that work will only get you so far because the chassis is what the chassis is. So unless you are a fabricator and have, some kind of ties to cheap metal. Like I went to the store the other day just to buy some metal to frame up this little thing I was making. It's crazy how much it costs for all this shit. So no, you can't. Those days are done. People said, let's try to implement more rules to try to keep this alive, which we did in Florida. I mean, we've done that. And I get shit on all the time for it. But I think that's the only thing keeping our small tire count where it is.
Yeah.
You open it up to 28, 10, 5 roof and quarters. It's in Florida, it'll die too. Because some of those fucking chassis cars are extremely fast. They're on a different level than the rest of everyone else. So the boat sailed. I mean, people tried to warn people years ago about this, but promoters didn't give a fuck, realistically. They said, oh, it's fine. The cream of the crop will rise to the top or whatever it is. And they've done that. So now you've got small tire car counts of fucking 10 cars. It's the reality. People just that donating class that used to think they could come to a race and maybe they had a chance. They know they don't have a chance. So why, who's going to go and just give out $300 to get fucking waxed first round? It's not going to happen. So it doesn't really surprise me. I think you're going to see a lot of that this year, and you're going to see that's why all these index classes are getting bigger. True Street may or may not get bigger. I don't even know, because half the people bitch about the fuel shit. Like, it really matters. Just switch to E85. It's not such a fucking... Actually, it'll probably be cheaper for you. Don't need to run as many injectors, and it's way less maintenance than methanol. But it doesn't make the same power. So now they're like, oh, well, fuck, methanol makes a lot of power. I get it. I completely get it. But True Street, they're trying to make it more like True Street. So I don't know. It's sad because I feel like maybe it could have been prevented a little bit, but I think now the boats. What do you think, Terry? You'd say so much.
No, that boat sailed. Mm-mm.
You'll still get big races, but they're going to be big money races. Like, look at Corey's race. I'm sure that's going to have a ton of small tire cars there.
Yep.
They're still going to have big races like those $100,000 races. Guys are still going to donate just to be on TV.
Yep.
It was no different than when Little Gangsters was at World Series of Pro Mod.
Yeah. Guys
are going to sign up just to be on TV for that.
We went.
They don't care about winning.
It looked good.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. It's cool to be part of something that's, on a much bigger scale. We went too. I mean, I went more to just try. I wanted to see what this was all about. And again, suck at that too. So I'm not a very good index racer. That's for sure.
Write that in the book.
We wrote that page. That's chapter 6 on our
chapter 6
on our index.
We suck at index racing.
Yeah, we definitely suck at index racing. Oh, look, Terry, you got fans.
Yeah.
I miss Garrett. I miss you guys. I miss all the guys down there.
When did he say
we have a lot of fun in the winter with all our shenanigans.
He told Gator when he was here, too. I'm going to try to get some dinner with him when we can.
You should. I hope I see him up north here at some point.
Remember.
They had budget class and they had 8 cars. And what's crazy, if you're in budget class, you're not allowed to run over 6s. These cars were running 5 something. Yeah, like that budget class shit ain't going to work either. I don't think. But they're trying new classes. I know now they're doing the... did I hit that again?
Yeah.
I think now they're doing like a nitrous. See, they're just now people are just reinventing the wheel with different new classes to try to, just like we did. I mean, we did the same thing down south, right?
One of them took off.
Yeah, some of them took off. Like, look how big our 650 sandbagger class is.
Yeah, we didn't think that was going to be a thing.
No, I started 650 sandbagger as an entry level thing for like guys who've never raced in their life, to get them into no prep racing, and now it's turned into like one of the biggest most competitive classes.
Yep.
Which is funny to me because that was never the intention of that class. That's why it was kind of a joke why I called it sandbaggers class. I didn't even want to have an index, but I figured if we capped it at 650, you can get guys to come out, you know what I mean, that can only run 650s. That's why I did it. But now it's just turned into like another index, like bracket shit, where guys have 530 whatevers and try to make it work for 650. But it's good. It is what it is. Poor white guy. No sponsors, can't go fast.
Well, 2 out of 3 is correct there. He's certainly not poor.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to get me. When you start bringing up topics like this, it just, I don't know. To me, it's like nobody ever listens. It's always just whatever. It's good, it's good, it's good until it's not good. And then when it's not good, then people start bitching about how it's not good. Well, that boat sailed. We're still on the dock watching it leave. It's done. It's done. It sucks, but that's why I still like backside racing, like places like Orlando, because there's still like a few places that even if you spend, but I mean,
no,
yeah,
no, there's still some killers.
No, yeah, there's still killers that are just,
if they come
killers.
around town,
I mean, it is what it is. It's
we had some of those guys from Cletus's race just stick around an extra week. and they were savages.
Do you think Bradshaw's car was that much faster than everybody there that weekend? Honestly,
A little bit.
to the point that nobody could come near him.
No, they
know
could have
about
come.
that.
They could have come near, but I think it was just that's his thing.
I know it's his thing.
I don't think
but
he had to push it. I don't think he was worried about making any adjustments. I don't think he was.
You don't think
This
there's
is his
other
thing.
people that could have been there that day that would have given him a run for his money?
Nobody that just showed up out of the blue. Some of those guys that came
Like
over
no
with him.
locals, you're saying?
No what?
Like local people, like Florida local people?
No,
one there?
I don't think so. Not that I said they could have got lucky, yes, because that's racing. But nobody I would have bet on, no. No.
See, because I was hoping like Orlando would still be the equalizer.
Like I said, shit happens. It is racing. It can happen. I'm just saying if I showed up and looked at the list of guys that we had signed up and you asked me to put 3 guys that are going to be in the finals, I could grab the 3. Yeah. Just by looking at the list. Pretty confidently.
Yeah, I agree with that too. When all the payouts. Sorry, go ahead, Terry.
No, I mean, and like I said, anything can happen.
No, anything can happen. I think Orlando is a challenging surface where people
100%.
will not be going speeds that are untouchable.
And the
that's
good thing
kind of
about
what my point was.
Orlando is it is pretty far for some of these big killers that like we did have. They were here for Cletus's thing, so they just merged on over. It was convenient. Do I think they're going to travel next year for it? I don't think so. Maybe. But I think it is more of a local thing still for now. Maybe it'll get enough traction to have these guys. I mean, Chicken Hawk shows up pretty regular there. He's tough.
Yeah, but again, no offense to Chicken Hawk, but
he hasn't done well there.
Okay, let's rewind back in time, okay? If you want to talk about this honestly. We go back in time when No Prep was like first starting. SRC was dominating all the time. Billy was dominating with the truck. You had guys like Chicken Hawk dominating on all asphalt surfaces. Even Nick, Hustling Horsepower, used to dominate and be top of his game. You had Beater Bomb, of course, and Beater Bomb still does well. Casey Max, again, had that car forever. Another guy who, now that guy puts in the work. But again, he also owns his own performance shop. In fairness, like if you want to compare him to some guy who's, running a tractor or doing agriculture all day, he doesn't have the same resources. Or a guy who's an electrician or a guy who, any kind of job outside of the automotive industry is not going to be able to put in the same time Casey Max can. Casey Max has his own dyno at his shop. Like there's a lot of factors that people also don't realize. Does he put in a shit ton of work? 100%. And I will never take anything away from that dude. If anyone's working for it, it's him. But he also has a lot of resources on his side, which helps him do that, is my point. Having a dyno alone, your own dyno is a huge, huge thing to have because you can test shit. You can try shit. You can, you can put a new motor in the car and then fucking squeeze it as hard as it's things that a lot of other people don't have the same opportunities, I guess I would say, to do. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is at this point, like we said. But back then, all those guys were dominating. Now, like I said, things have progressed. Technology has progressed. Knowledge has progressed. People have specialty suspensions now. People are building chassis cars, like even SRC, just to compete. Now they're building, first was the Nova, now he's building that Camaro, and they take that car and they get it built by some of the best guys in the sport. So anybody who's now accumulated some money or something, there's places you can go in order to build like a badass car that will still be competitive.
Sure.
Jimmy Dale did the same thing, right? He took his car to Tin Soldiers, but a lot of guys don't have that option. Like I can't personally afford to send my truck to Tin Soldiers to get it full chassis built. Like I financially can't do that. Would I love to do that? Absolutely, but it would be very irresponsible of me to do that at this stage in life. Like there's other things in life, and I think a lot of people have realized that in order to be at that level.
I saw the wheels turn there for a second, though.
No, they did. Like, you know, that's what happened.
I could do that. However,
like, you know, I could.
I might not have lights for a month, but
I might not have anything, but I'll have the S10. I won't have enough gas to take it anywhere, but
yeah, it sounded like you were telling yourself not to do that.
You know what? I still love the backside racing. I still love the streets. Nothing will ever be, you know, that kind of shit is still going to be the best. So if I have to pull back a little bit from all the bigger events now or whatever, I don't really care. I just enjoy the racing. Like that's why I said even this year, I'd rather stay more local because it's going to be cheaper for me and I'm still going to go out and have fun. I don't care if I win, if I lose, whatever. I can still make cool videos about it. Like it's still going to be fun for me. The problem with traveling and going to all these big events was it was super cool to go to them once, twice, 3 times, whatever, but it kind of wears off when you realize, hey man, you know, like this is costing me $1,500 to go to this event. I have a 3% chance of winning anything here. And it's just, it takes the fun out of it at that point. I don't mind going somewhere local and putting $250 for the day into whatever class and racing for fun. And if I lose, okay, it's not a huge deal. But if you're trying to travel and actually, it's so much money, like so much wasted money. As a spectator, I don't want to go watch index racing. I agree with you, Rob. But the problem is, in order to have exciting racing going on, you need to have racers that want to come out and race. So racers, from their point of view, would rather do an index where they have a chance like Little Gangsters. That's why Little Gangsters has turned into what it is because all these small tire guys that, for example, are going to be like, oh, I want to go to War in the Woods. And then you look at the lineup of who's going to be at War in the Woods and you're like, okay, fuck that. I ain't, you know, like, no thanks. But War in the Woods will still be a great event because it's like one of those staple events. And that's what's going to happen. Everyone's kind of jumped on this no prep bandwagon. So now you have every track and their mother holding no preps every weekend because they want to get in on the hotness. The problem is the hotness isn't the hotness as it once was. So a lot of those racers are no longer going to race. So all the car counts are going to suffer. More guys are going to stay local like I'm doing. And so now when these tracks are like, oh, I'm going to have this badass no prep on the same weekend as War in the Woods, you're probably not going to because most of the badass guys will be going to War in the Woods and the rest of those no preps are just going to have regular local, you know, and even some of those guys, like when you constantly see the same people winning every weekend on Facebook, even the local guys are going to be like, you know, like, what the fuck? That's just what happens. People just get burnt out of doing. I was getting burnt out for a while there. See, it's actually been good that it's been raining and stuff here because it's given me a chance to relax for a bit and reignited the fire, I guess I'd say. Not really, though, because I'm not super pumped this year. I'm kind of still tired of this shit, to be honest, but need a LGBTQ TV class.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, that's what they've been doing is reinventing new classes. Letting off the throttle to win is not winning.
We agree.
Cars slow down fast at 150 miles an hour. Terry would have picked Billy. Is this true, Terry?
No.
Yeah, that's another thing. You won't see regular small tire cars. But that's a different, like, again, that's a completely different event. That's like a Street Outlaws style event. these are going to be the fastest cars in the country, period. Like, not no prep guys, like any guys.
Like Wajdi.
Mm-hmm. Wajdi is. I got a giant spider on the wall over there. Casey Max is one smart man, 100%. Like I said, never take anything away from that guy. Oh, fuck it, Mike. You only live once.
Yep,
it's true.
Soldiers.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
What? Did I say that out loud?
T. Diddy could sell his. Yeah, that's true.
That's not true. I don't have a collection of baby oil.
Vintage bottles. Terry bought the first Jameson and Jameson baby oil bottle ever made, 1942.
Johnson and Johnson, you drunk?
I don't know. What are those?
Jameson?
Isn't it Jameson?
That's whiskey.
Well, you would know baby oil better than me. I don't know.
Dumb old dick.
We are still going to Cash Days on the Hill. Reason for that is it's my birthday weekend, and that is one race that I just enjoy. I could give a flying fudge if we win, lose. There's lots of classes. I have a good time at the hill. This completely destroys the suspension in my truck. And
we love all that.
Speaking of that, I already signed you up, Terry. So
Piss off. For what? I hope it's the downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait for me at the top. I'll be
no. I've already got a gutted Power Wheels for you. It's got all Sinister stickers on it, but you're going to be the driver for that.
If you don't see me at the top of the hill, just wait for me. Okay?
I'll see you because I'm going to drag your ass up there and put the
helmet on. You weigh more,
you.
You'll go faster.
No.
Yes, sir.
The lighter little guy goes faster.
No, sir.
Yeah.
That's not how gravity works.
So if anyone wants to see Terry in the Jeeps race, he'll be there. I already got his Jeep. I'm slowly working on it. I'm going to give it a paint job. I'm going to put bigger tires on it. We're going to paint it just like the Dingo. I'm going to paint it primer gray, Sinister stickers, and I'll bring your helmet.
The only Jeep I'm racing at the hill is this one.
That one's already been at the hill.
Oh. Okay, I'll settle for this one.
Cody's Jeep.
No? What about this one?
That one's fast.
Those are top 3 on my list right now. I'm trying to find the owners. If anybody knows them.
I know where you can buy this one.
I do too, but I can't afford the pedigree of that one.
That one's bad bitch right there. Speaking
I'm looking.
From first-hand experience. Okay, it is. I don't think anyone's ever. There are rumors that there's been a couple of 4-second passes there, but I don't know if they're true. And not in competition, I don't think, or not at KD Cash Days. I think it was when it was like prepped or something. Anyway, it doesn't matter at this point. There's going to be people running that soon enough. If he won't, see? There's a trooper. Now, Terry's going to be in the Jeep thing. I'm bringing the Jeep with me for him. Terry, you're in the downhill race. It's 1,000 to win.
I don't care.
Imagine what you could do with that 1,000.
Won't cover my shattered elbow at the bottom of that hill.
See? It's like I'm a mind reader. I already had all this planned. I got Terry's Jeep. It's in the body shop right now, getting a paint job. It's going to be ready for Terry. So bring your helmet, Terry, on the airplane because you're going to need a helmet for sure.
No.
I will also bring you my motorcycle jacket from street bike days with all the elbow pads. You'll be fine. I'm pumped. I'm ready to see you win that thing.
You're ready for me to go down the hill?
Yeah, you're going to win it.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
I am ready. I'm going to be at the top to send you on your way.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're fighting this. You very well know you're going to do it.
There's not a chance. I got too much to do.
You're doing it.
I got a truck to prepare for a trophy.
Even Garrett, how come everyone else is saying they're down and you're being a pussy about it?
Garrett's
going to help me send you off.
That's illegal. You're not allowed to touch the vehicle once the light goes off. We made that rule.
Jason White even wants to see you go down the hill.
Of course. Everybody wants to see me go down the hill.
So what's it going to take to get you to take the Jeep down the hill? It's not even the hill like the actual KD hill. It's like a hill on the side in the dirt.
I see. I don't even know what hill that is. At least the other hill, I know what I'm getting into.
You'll be
You're
fine.
just going to send me down.
I
a
will
random
bring you
hill?
the street bike jacket with all the padding. It's got elbow pads, shoulder pads. We'll get you a nice helmet and this custom painted Jeep. You got to represent the family at KD. I'm too big. I'll fold the axles on that thing. We'll talk about this. Anyway, if anyone wants to see Terry at the hill,
I got to click off of it.
Who the hell wrote that?
I'm not doing this with you.
Yeah, we'll put baby oil bottles on the back so you can pull the Mario Kart on them.
Give me the red shell. Yeah, I'm with you.
Everybody wants to race this, and you're the only guy fighting it. I don't know why you're fighting it.
I got shit to do that day.
I'm going to talk to Gator.
Gator's sleeping.
Do it, Terry. Yeah. When he wins, then he can sell the dingo for $18,000 because he'll have $1,000 in his pocket. How about if I start a GoFundMe and everyone on the shit show puts in $1 to sponsor you for this event? I'm sure everyone in our chat group here can.
I'm too old.
Donate $1
to eat
see
shit.
You go down. No, you're not going to eat shit.
Jeep.
I have faith.
I'm definitely going to eat shit.
You're a driver.
Did you see? Just put the flyer back up one more time for me. Just put the flyer up for me, just one time.
All right.
Okay, so there's two gentlemen. One of them is on his head. One of them is.
It's not on his head. That's how they photoshopped it upside down.
I'm just saying.
It's in case you fire the other way, so it still looks cool.
In this scenario, it's a 50-50 shot that I'm going to need a neck brace for the rest of the weekend.
I'll give you the neck brace too. I have one in the trailer. I'll give you a helmet, neck brace, and the motorcycle jacket. You wear jeans, which you always do anyway. It's not like you're going to be wearing shorts. Guy doesn't own a pair of shorts, or he's got some serious chicken legs that he's got to hide those bad boys. Actually, no, I've seen you in
on
shorts
right now.
You probably got no pants on, you weirdo.
Thank you.
Anyway, if everyone in the chat puts $1 to sponsor your thing, and we'll write their names. Everyone who sponsors in the GoFundMe will put their names on the Jeep.
I'm getting ready to remove you from this stream.
You can't remove me. I'm the fucking moderator.
I can't actually kick you out, but I can remove you from this.
I can remove you. Look. Anyway, we're going to put a GoFundMe together to get Terry on this Jeep, and he's going to ride the Jeep down the thing if I have to duct tape him to it. I didn't say anything while you were gone.
I wasn't gone. I was down. I could hear the whole thing.
Just do it for the fans, Terry. For your fans. I got to be so stubborn. I'd do it if I was lighter.
You would not.
Yes, I would.
They don't make a Power Wheels big enough.
Look, even Gator says she's down. She's thinking about it.
Exactly. I'm too old for this shit.
You're not too old.
Barely get out of bed in the morning. You want me to go downhill?
I thought Gator was sleeping. You lied to me. You said Gator's asleep by now. Gator's listening to every word. She's writing down all this shit. Gator, Terry needs to just do this for the team. This one thing. He didn't come to the track with the dingo. He never took the Shoptruck down one pass like he promised. Now he's doing the Jeep thing at KD. I will give him all the safety equipment he needs to go down that hill. We'll discuss it at a later time. Mike and the Barbie Jeep.
Yeah.
Terry can take the Shoptruck. If he thinks he can run it faster than me, by all means. I'll hand him the keys. There aren't any keys, but I'll hand him the whatever, computer. See? We're already starting to, the sponsorships are rolling into it. Once people financially back you, you don't have an option but to do it because now it's a contract.
That's not how the USA works.
Yes, it is.
No, you can do whatever you want with it.
No, if you're getting paid, you have to provide the service you're getting paid to do.
Yeah, I don't know about that. If that's the thing. I got news for you.
Terry flies home on the airplane in a full body cast.
You wasted your money on the fucking Barbie Jeep.
Look, everyone's chipping in on this. Freddie said he'd let you borrow his Hans device.
None of that is reassuring, though. The more safety equipment that everybody thinks I'm going to need, that doesn't help.
Sam said he'd do it if you won't. Look, everyone's jumping on here and you won't do it.
No, that's what all the pros do. They hire drivers anyway. I just got Sam.
I'm hiring you. That's what I'm saying.
No. You're not a pro. I'm a pro. I'm getting Sam to do it. You're not getting me to do it. See how that works?
No,
not soon to be downhill Jeep, Terry.
See? You're going to have to race someday, Terry.
I'm trying. Mike won't help me.
I'm helping you right now. I'm building you a custom Jeep for the downhill race.
You're trying to get me out of the race program by wrecking
You're going to see. You're going to see when you show up to KD for my birthday. This is the only birthday present I ask of you. Is to please enter the Barbie downhill. Let's at least give it a chance. Let's look at it when we get there. I'll put up the GoFundMe. That way, if people have paid to see you go down the hill, then you have to fulfill the contract. I mean, it is what it is. I'll put $50 in it myself. See you, John. Don't worry, John. You'll see Terry at KD. We're doing first round call outs. Terry's calling out the fastest guy there. I don't know who it is, but we'll figure it out. We'll do some research and scientific analysis. The date for cash days at the Hill, I think I even have the flyer I put up just in case. If you guys want to see Terry in the Jeep race, July 11th and 12th. He will be there. That's true. Buick could probably tuck his feet in there. Never mind. He can drive it like an actual Jeep.
He could get underneath the windshield of that thing.
Isn't that nice, though? Look at Gator looking out for you. She's like, I got to get Terry out of this before.
Once I say I ain't fucking doing it, I ain't doing it.
No. We have seen Terry.
Mean?
I've seen Terry on the bike.
Okay, I didn't know what that meant at first, but then I realized my groin's still bruised, and it all came back to me quickly. The fucking pit bike thing was hilarious.
We're starting to get we're going to get a group GoFundMe here. You're going to have to do it. There won't be a choice. Like I said, once money's involved, they're basically paying you for your services. I can't say no once we pull the money out.
I can't believe you.
That's fraud, Terry. We can't defraud the people.
Certain people do it all the time.
No, well, we don't. We're not those people. We're stand-up gentlemen. So I'll start the GoFundMe. If anyone puts any money in there, at that point, it's a legal binding contract. We'll just have to do it for the people. And don't worry, I'll look out for you. I will bring all your safety gear to make sure that you're safe. I would never put my friend in harm's way. Now, riding 50s, I couldn't control because you're just fucking savage. You don't know how to ride a fucking bike.
You wrecked me.
No, you wrecked yourself. I wasn't even near you.
You
were in front. How did I wreck you? You were in front.
You were applying pressure, and you were telling me don't let off over the next tabletop that I just created for you. It's perfect. Full send, and I did.
What comment did you put up? Sorry, I cut it.
You'll never know. I got it. Just don't worry about it.
Got it. There's nothing here.
I know.
You see more than me. What'd you delete it?
No, I got it. I'll put it back up later.
I need to see it now. Now my fucking look. Everyone's in on the Terry fund.
No, those are old posts. Just keep moving on. Pit bike was carnage. That was ridiculous. No, everybody's just talking about the same thing. Fucking A.
We're gonna come back to this topic. I really am building a Jeep for you. I wasn't gonna tell you yet, but
this one?
Yeah, it's gonna look like that.
I'll settle for that.
No, it's gonna look exactly like that. It was supposed to be a surprise for my birthday to you, but
no.
Now the cat's out of the bag. So he put up the G2K time. What's the G2K time?
What do you mean?
The fuck are you up to over there? 5:12. He did not run 5:12.
That's it's right here in black and white. Literally 5:12.
Show me, where's the video?
Oh, you want to see his dragging now?
No, I want to see the video of him running 512 in that truck. There's no chance in hell.
You saw it already.
I saw it where?
On his short. That was it.
You're making me mad now. I got something here. Just to settle you down.
That's probably not going to work because you're probably doing the opposite. You're getting ready to make me mad.
No. I'm not going to make you mad. Look. Oh, God.
Are you watching the Gladiator over there? No.
Look. These guys are fine. Look at him. He doesn't even have safety equipment on. Oh, this could be you. Oh, these guys are racing each other.
Oh, you gotta have your car to start to go across the line.
I've yet to see a single person actually get hurt. And those guys don't even have safety gear on. You know what I'm saying? You'll be fine. I'll continue on with my project here at the shop for you. See? Are we in agreement now?
No.
I'm going to keep working on the truck.
Feel free.
You'll be fine, Terry.
Sounds like there's going to be plenty of drivers there for you.
No, there's only one driver in our camp.
You.
No.
Yeah, that's the truth.
No, not for the Jeep stuff. That's you. You're the Jeep guy.
No.
That's what they say.
Pass.
Man. Hellcat first pass. Oh, someone sent it to me. In the comments, it says the time. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Now it's getting out of hand. I got to share this with everybody. If I'm going to look at this, I got to look at it with everyone.
Real time.
Real time. I haven't even looked at it, but
okay,
we're going to look at it.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Breaking news. Hot off the presses.
This just in.
This just in. All right. How do I share my Facebook? Nothing perverted here? No. Okay, good. You got to check first. You know, you don't want to just share the screen and in the top corner it says some shit.
No. But this is the time, people. For you.
All right. So, in the comments. Is it really choppy for you?
Yes.
I wonder why. I can't hear anything. Can you hear anything?
No.
All right. So, what did he say in the comments? All comments.
Green. Joe jumps forward like a mad machine. Pain feels black as he rips the scene. Built for chaos, mean and lean. Sleepy Joe woke up clean. Supercharger running clean.
Do you know he made a custom song for this reel?
kill love like a war machine. No season this horsepower.
I mean, I hear it.
Do you hear it? It's like a custom song for
Sleepy
this
Joe.
fucking Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. What did it run? Oh, that's a joke. Yeah, he's joking. That's not real. 512.
People have spoken.
That's bullshit. I thought it was actually real, like he posted a slip. I was about to fucking off myself. I was going to go outside and just run my head over.
Wow.
If that thing ran a 512 just like that, first time out of the box, I'd
You'd
be
been mad.
tearing. I just ripped the whole LS right out of my truck. I'd have a Hellcat in there by the morning. I got 4 of them sitting in the shop here, so it wouldn't take much.
God.
That ain't happening. 512.
You ever run a 512 there?
Where?
At Immokalee?
Buddy, I haven't even been in the 5s.
Oh,
512. What's a 512?
just checking.
Maybe at the 1,000-foot mark. Oh no, opposite. Maybe in the 330. If it was 512 in the 1,000 feet, that would be pretty good. Could have spent.
Get that. Stop. Don't click on it. Just get that off. Hey, people can read that. Get
It's
that off.
funny. Come on, you got to share what the people say. That's one thing I hate about the table is
They
I
don't
see
put
so
anything
many.
up.
I see so many killer comments
They're so scared. Though.
through the feed, and they never put them up.
So
And
scared.
I'm like, oh, I need admin status on there because we'll post anything. You want to put
There was
racial
some-
jokes, you want to put whatever you want, I'll fucking share it.
There were some times where there was some drama happening around the scene, and it was so awkward in the chat.
It was awkward for me because I was reading them all, and I'm like, how come he
They
doesn't
just
click
pretend-
on that one?
They
how
just
come he
pretend like
doesn't-
it wasn't happening.
Yeah. And I'd see all the comments happening. I go, why isn't he clicking on that one? These guys, you'd see like one guy ask the same question fucking 12 times on there, and no one clicks on it. I'm like, I'm trying to do it from, I can't control anything there. Yeah, I'd probably, I don't know about an 8-10. I bet it's somewhere in the 7s for sure. I could be even wrong. It could be high 6s. I really don't know. It's kind of, but like I said, 600 horsepower, S10. I mean, it didn't spin. Or did it? I didn't really watch it that closely, to be honest. I didn't analyze. Tomorrow I will get the reel and I will bring it
Do the
into
math.
my lab and
Do
I
the
will
math,
analyze the reel. And
Physics.
we need to get our own.
Velocity.
What's pissing me off the most is he's got his own custom song for his reel, and we don't even have our own custom song. I want one that says like, Terry's gonna kill it in the Barbie race, going fucking downhill on his face.
No. No.
Oh shit. See?
Stop.
Nobody would put that on there.
Stop clicking on that.
See, everyone knows. See, you click on that one though.
What do you mean? I didn't click on that. That was you.
I'm taking away your admin status. You are out of control, young man. See, everyone likes. I could write my own song. Maybe on the next, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Maybe by then I'll have a new song to start the show with.
You're gonna
Gotta
need
write-
2 weeks.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
write
a
some
sick
lyrics.
song like that.
Yeah, I gotta write some lyrics. Victor always finds the cool shit. I gotta ask him where he finds that shit. Mike, I recommend Dixon, Dallas. Let me write this down.
Yeah, write that down in your book.
Dixon, Dallas. Thanks, Jimmy. What happened with the truck thing? I guess we're not doing that anymore. We got
What truck thing?
booted. Victor's truck thing.
I'm not doing. I didn't sign up for shit.
I I was actually going to bring that up. Billy lost first round, Terry. Were you
watch
watching the KD
No,
race?
I'm busy.
But
I work
just
for a
for
living.
you.
One second chance, though, didn't he?
Boom. There he is. Second chance winner.
God, look at that.
Chris
Look at
is
that
really
cowboy hat.
Chris is milking that cowboy hat though.
Dude, what else do you do with it?
I don't know.
Huh.
He's been wearing it a lot lately. What else we got to share? This is, you know what's funny? We went all the way to St. Thomas. I get in the truck, and this is what I see.
God. Damn it.
If that
knew.
look right there doesn't say everything you need to say after a day like Saturday, that was
He
it. He just looks at me and goes, "Motherfucker, what are we doing? You have wasted my whole day. I could have been at home sleeping, and we're driving around like two yo-yos."
Idiots.
Idiots. Oh, man. Terry's busy.
Preach, John.
See, I told it you were in there.
See?
Rich motherfucker. See, even he knows. Oh, speaking of rich motherfuckers. What'd you do this weekend, Terry?
Why are the wheels turning on your side of the
I'm just
fucking
asking.
screen?
How was
You're
your
getting ready to
weekend?
set me up. You're getting ready
How
to
was
set
your
me up
weekend?
because I was gonna say I went just nothing. I went to dinner, regular stuff. But you're getting ready to try to share some things. I guarantee it that somebody, I won't mention any names, probably Facebook stalked me or shared with you directly, and you're getting ready to make it out to be some other rich guy dinner thing.
What kind of dinner did you have? Hey, how
I
was your
went-
dinner? Just basic stuff, right? Probably went to what?
Just-
Chick-fil-A?
I
Hey.
went to
What'd you
a
do?
new place. Went to
Okay.
a new place called Embers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where you cook. You know, they cook in front of you. Not like hibachi though, like meats mostly. You know, Korean barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just regular stuff. Why?
Just wondering. Just asking how your weekend was. Can't one friend ask another friend how his weekend was?
Yeah, I was just wondering why you were asking because I felt like you already knew what I did.
So just regular shit, like the normal people do.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
Why?
rich guys. Not rich guy shit.
Nope.
Nope. All right. Fair enough. Just wondering.
No Benihana.
No. What you'll learn about my dear friend Terry is you remember they used to have that show back in the day? What was it called? Undercover Boss, where like the multimillionaires would go to their job site and act like they were normal people.
Sure.
Yeah. Reminds me of you a little bit.
It was for Mother's Day, so
That's true. It was for Mother's Day.
yeah.
You can't mess around on Mother's Day.
No, I just did what, Gator wanted.
All right. Fair enough. Oh,
Why
who's
what
that?
people don't know,
Is there a
is
special
that-
guest?
I can see at the bottom of the screen where Mike is logged in on his cell phone because he's going to upload some photos that he wants to share.
No,
So he's just setting me up right now
I would never do such a
to
thing
upload photos.
to my dear friend. So
It was not, sir. It was not, to the best of my knowledge, cat and or dog.
oh, you didn't go for Chinese food?
Gator might have got the meat sweats that evening. It was great. 1 a.m.
Why doesn't? Might be your lucky day today, my friend. It is your lucky day. Oh, wait. Never mind.
God damn it.
God damn it. You thought it was your lucky day. No, it's not going to let me do it. I knew it. Fuck. All right. You're lucky. Terry went out to eat fucking King Boss Wagyu all weekend again because that's how he rolls. Freshly shaven from those Australian cattle. Are they Australian? Where does your Wagyu normally get imported from? Japan?
Japan.
Sorry, Japan.
Japan's the only place.
Yeah, I forgot. I'll show you some excuses.
Yeah, you're gonna have to scroll up here. Let me start you off here. Start up here.
I saw Limpy's race had 23,820 on top. I thought Chris Lane TikTok girl came up with the Limpy's race had 23,820 on top. Was that total? That's a weird number. Yeah, I missed out on all this.
And then the boss pipes in.
No, he didn't. That's what happens.
I don't know. I think I'm missing something.
Yeah, we're missing a lot.
Because those don't match, but
Burger King. That's where Mike makes his mom. Get Pete to compose. Like Pete from the track? Pete who? Limpy and Chris can click on comments too. They can? I didn't know if they could or not. They can click on comments? Why are people
you're going to need Chris to verify that.
Yeah, I know.
We need to hear it from the man himself.
Oh, Chat GPT.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Stand by. I forgot about Chat GPT. I use that sometimes for the descriptions. Please write a song about Terry's experience riding Barbie Jeeps down a steep hill at KD Cash Days and winning $1,000.
Are you're doing this right this second?
I just want to see. Sure, here's a fun country rock.
You're really pissing me off now.
Oh my god. But it doesn't play the holy, this thing wrote a whole song. Would you like a recorded version? Recorded version. This is wild. I can't record audio myself. Oh, we're definitely going to have something sweet for next week. That's way too much.
We don't need that.
We do need that. We're going to have a custom song for you. See? Someone say cowboy hat?
Yeah. That thing is sick.
Are we
pissed about it?
Are we there yet?
In the ditch? We've been in the ditch.
He missed the tune-up bad on the first pass. Yeah, I didn't watch any of that. Oh, Chris is defending him. Now I see what's happening.
Yeah, something was happening there.
No, he didn't. That's what happens when you let people test in one lane and make... Oh, yeah, I heard about that. So I think they were saying everyone was testing in the left lane. It's like every other fucking place. And this is the problem with testing. You allow people to test. They come and they test on one lane only. And then the following weekend you have an event. And then that lane's fucking 4/10 faster.
Results are swayed accordingly.
Well, there's nothing you can do at that point. But I thought at KD they spray the lanes and shit. Isn't it a real track normally during the... Or maybe it's still too early in the year?
I don't know.
So you're saying that they cook a dog and cat in front of you, eat sweats. Sounds
I don't know what
excuses.
Scratching each other's eyes.
Oh, so now it makes sense. I'll show you some excuses. Oh, I'm like in the middle of this battle between the two people, but also showing everyone else the battle.
Yeah, you're getting caught up. Meanwhile, they've already read it all. It's fine. Just keep going.
It keeps going? 820 is the performance scene. I have powers. What?
I think that's when we asked if him and Limpy could post comments when they're on the table.
I got you. So then the fight stopped.
Yeah, I think so.
Why is Terry turning red? Terry, why are you turning red? You embarrassed?
Just a
What's
lighting in here. A cat? No.
No, but odds are that we'll probably draw each other first round.
If you're going to the same place, yes.
I'm not going to call Trevor out first round. Why would I do that? It doesn't... To eliminate one of the
you
two
guys?
fastest cars on the property? No.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
That ain't my car. Better put some baby oil on. You might be getting a rash, Terry.
You're gross.
I still have that bottle that Patrick gave us in my
I know
trailer.
you do.
Everyone
you do.
asks all the time, why do you have baby oil in here? And I said, it's fucking Terry. He leaves his shit
You never
everywhere.
know. You never know.
Never know when you need to lubricate some bearings. You heard me? All right.
You every other week.
Yeah, for real. You got anything else to talk about? Oh, we're back to this?
I mean, I'm on the hunt.
If you send me some money, I can go pick it up for you probably this week.
No, I don't have that.
I know exactly where it is.
I don't have that much money.
Well, you got to
He
pay to
wants a
play,
lot of money.
my young man.
Well, I don't want to play that much. I just want to play a little bit. I just want to pay a little and play a little. I don't want to play a lot.
You want a turnkey badass bitch? There it is. Press the button and go. It's good to go. That one will be too shortly.
Just saying.
I mean, you're showing all these Jeeps, and then your friend offered to build you a custom one for you to race with.
No, sir.
And you refuse. I don't understand your logic. It doesn't even make sense.
That's not exactly how that sounds.
No yellow brakes? Which one doesn't have yellow brakes? They're all Trackhawks. Yeah.
They all got yellow brakes.
Maybe he's saying it shouldn't have yellow brakes. Looks ugly. But that's what they come with factory. That with a blower sticking out of the hood, Terry. I mean,
If only
Freddie,
Mike would help me.
there's we can make him one.
No.
Let's see. I wasn't kidding about this Jeep. I wasn't actually going to tell you, but now that the cat's out of the bag.
Well, you can save. You need to just invest all that time and energy into getting some of those other Jeeps done at your shop.
As your friend, I was trying to surprise you with a gift on my birthday.
How to beat your ass.
I thought that was the nicest
A
thing ever.
miniature camo Trackhawk. That's like a kick in the nuts right after a kick in the nuts.
All right, you'll see. I'm not gonna speak of this anymore. You're just gonna see. T Diddy. Terry will be there in the courtroom. Hoping that once he gets arrested, they're gonna auction off all that baby oil that he's got in his house. Terry's coming in for a wholesale deal. Yeah, Terry always tells me to work harder.
Yeah.
I'm up at 3 a.m. working hard. This guy's in bed sleeping, and then at 7 a.m. wakes up and goes, "What'd you do last night? I was eating Wagyu while you were in the shop fucking busting your ass."
I never said that. I said, "Wish you were here, Mike. Miss you, buddy." That's what I said.
You, buddy.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm too busy over here working on your Jeep, Terry, getting it ready for July.
I was at dinner. It was 7:30, and Mike just woke up, which is why he works till 3 a.m. because he doesn't get up till 9 at night.
I'm a night owl. After this live, I'm going back out into the shop to finish putting all the rear end back together so I can pull that thing out in the morning. Ooh.
Don't click on those.
No. G2K's fucking S10 has potential, though. Like, those Hellcats, you can make 1,000 wheel out of them. Pretty easy. A little bit of E85, ported snout, injectors. What else does that thing need to do that? Upper, lower, I mean, shit, 1,000
That's
horsepower in that little truck.
Yeah,
That
I didn't
worked
even
pretty
do
good for a street truck. But ever since I sold him the motor, he disappeared. So I don't hear from him very often. It's just how she goes. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Anyway, anything else you got to say, or are we going to shut this down? Can you stop?
What?
That's not true.
What do you mean? The people said it.
The people.
It's on the internet.
Mike Kurtz said it, so you know it's a joke. Speaking of Mike Kurtz, that motherfucker's almost ready too with that Pro Mod he's building. I don't know who's going to have their... You ready for the chirps? This is why I need to shut this feed off.
Yeah, you're going right to hell after this one.
No, I was going to fuck with Freddie. I was going to say, I wonder who will have their car ready first, Freddie or Mike Kurtz?
Freddie? That's very hateful.
Savage.
Freddie's the nicest guy.
I know. I love Freddie. I'm just fucking with him.
I hope there are a couple for sale up there, but I can't afford the ones I want.
Tariffs. Terry's going to have to pay the tariffs. Trackhawk tariff. See, Terry's a friend in need of a downhill Jeep.
Oh, I'm not in need.
He doesn't need one. One's already in the shop being built, custom.
No. Nope.
How big of tires you want on that? Are we going like low profile for more speed, or you want to do like some boggers, get more grip around the corners? Sorry, Freddie. All right. I better go into the shop and put my truck back together. I appreciate all you guys hanging out with us on a Sunday night. Sorry we didn't have a lot to talk about. Well, I guess we did talk about a lot of shit. But, yeah, it's always great talking to all you guys who come on here and hang out with us on Sunday nights. Oh, I'm sure I've got some new enemies tomorrow morning when I wake up after they listen to the podcast. But is this a podcast? What is this? I don't even know what this is.
I don't know what a podcast even is.
I don't know. Terry, is there anything you want to say to your fans?
I appreciate you guys. Mike doesn't say it enough. From me to you, though, we both appreciate you, even if he won't say it. I try to get him to say it, but he says no, he won't say it.
I appreciate all these guys.
Oh, now you're going to say it.
And don't forget, we'll put up a GoFundMe, $1 each. That way Terry's locked into a contract for Katie Cash Day's downhill race. He will be he is willing to take out any first round call out, anybody on the property. He is that confident, and I am that confident in the Jeep I'm building for him that we will dominate on the hill that weekend. Terry, how about if I bring you snow pants?
I don't know what snow pants are. I live in Florida.
They're padded.
No.
For snow.
Pass.
All right. Thank you, guys. We will see you 2 weekends from now. We'll be racing this weekend, so we will report back with any scientific experiments we have concluded.
All of them.
All
going
of them.
in the book.
All right. Have a wonderful night. Stay safe. See ya.
See ya.